Hi all, and welcome to Charts Maverick May 23rd recap. Maybe our recap won't be as exciting as the Knicks Pacers game recap, which ended more than 2 hours ago, my time. But we'll do our best, and let's start. I mean, it was let's call it a semi-interesting trading day. First of all, let's watch the gap down. We closed Thursday at 583 and open at 576, give or take. So this $7 gap down, investors need actually to thank Donald Trump. Two tweets, one regarding the European Union, the second one, maybe the most important one, threatening Apple with 25% tariff if they won't comply and start producing iPhones in the US. Overall, as you can see, the price action was not very positive, but positive. One thing sure stands out. Take a look, guys, at this. Hold on a second. Let me delete that. This is the line that I wanted to post. You can see almost all day we had higher lows, not necessarily higher highs, but clearly higher lows on the S&P. Maybe until the rule applied until late in the day. So not a lot of panic. We moved higher pretty much all day. Turned down an ugly day into a semi-ugly day. Overall down 0.7 on the S&P, down more than 1% on the Qs, and actually the small cap index stood out on only down 0.44%. In terms of winners and losers, plenty of losers in the Nasdaq leadership. That's the main losers. Apple, of course, 2.74. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, was down. The overall semiconductors nearly 1.7. Airlines were weak yesterday, maybe because of the troubles in New York, the weather, everything that's going on around this messy long holiday Memorial Day weekend. On the positive side, actually one stock definitely stood out in the Nasdaq leadership, Palantir, which closed up 1%, has a very, very strong and positive attitude, and should be watched for intraday trades, for maybe even for swing plays. That's not a lot to say about leadership and strength yesterday, but the overall sentiment clearly heading into the long weekend, I would call it actually positive, despite the late close. Now, with regard to broad market winners and losers, write down those symbols: LTBR, OKLO, URNM. Basically, URNM, URA, and CCJ pretty much the same place. So the uranium sector turning red hot yesterday on some news, and that's also thanks to the huge uptick in demand, I'm guessing, following AI farms. On the negative side, what stands out or stood out, two retail stocks, Deckers Outdoors and Ross Stores, both of them big down red days on earnings. Deckers Outdoors down more than 20%, Ross 15%. We had some Workday, technology stock, also down on earnings. Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of weakness. Also the pullback in Bitcoin sent Mara down 4%, and MSTX or MSTR, which is pretty much the same, down. MSTX is the ETF, so it's double MSTR, down 4% as well. Okay, talking about next week, where are we going following the long weekend in terms of market news next week? Let me pause. Okay. Let's start first with the most important piece of news next week. Nvidia earnings on Wednesday after the bell. CRM is also an important stock, but nothing is nothing is coming close to this $3 trillion leader. Basically, I would have to say the leader in the Nasdaq over the last 12 months. That's coming after the bell on Wednesday. And we have some minor news, FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, but overall, this unique piece of news, NVIDIA earnings, is going to dominate the news next week. Okay, guys, thanks for being here with us. We spent 1.5 more minutes than we usually do, 6.5 minutes for the Friday recap. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next video.